back to back, hit 'em back to back. When I'm landing on your beach, better know that it's wave. Yeah, oh, yeah. Better learn how to surf it. Back to back, hit 'em back to back. Dropping links, dropping tracks, yeah, you know that it's wave. Yeah, oh, hey. Better learn how to surf.
Check your time with my time. It is 12:48 in the beautiful city of Bulawayo, reporting live from Zimbabwe. 12:48 on the 10th of April 2024. And welcome back to the Third Eye Podcast with your boy Indigo Saint. We just wrapped up part 2. We're getting into part 3. We're gonna get into like a little more meat and bones. I know I left y'all hanging a little there for suspense, for entertainment purposes. I believe the last thing we were talking about was the 0% swap fees. I think I just 0% zero gas swap fees. Yeah, I think I just mentioned that, and I had mentioned it on purpose to keep you coming back. We keep them coming back. I'm getting into my Rick Ross. It's interesting for me doing this podcast because inherently what I am is an artist, and I love my music. I love making music. I live for the mic. I am so blessed to be doing what I am doing. But then again, at the same time, God made me this human being who is very capable. So I love crypto. I love talking to people about crypto. I love sharing knowledge and I love sharing information. I'm just going to start off by saying again, just mentioning that this is in no shape or form financial advice. All of this information that I'm giving you is for educational and entertainment purposes. So take it and do it as you would like. But please do your own due diligence and research these things. Go into CoinMarketCap or hit up your trusted friend Google and verify some of these sources that I might be quoting from time to time. And just do your own research, you know what I mean? Because ultimately the money is yours. Unless, of course, you would like to share it with me, of which we will talk about that in future episodes. But right now, this is not what this is about. This is about SWFT Coin. And we're talking about SWFT Coin. And again, if you just like listening to part 3, you just jump to part 3 because you're like, oh yeah, part 3 is like where it's the third eye, part 3, this is where everything goes on. You're absolutely right, but I highly recommend you go listen to part 1 and part 2 so that you know exactly where we are in this conversation. The last thing we were talking about was zero gas fees, and I was just talking about how SWFT Coin as the utility coin, right, for the blockchain that they've created, right? And we were talking about the connection with Tim Draper, American billionaire, initial investor in Baidu, Hotmail, Tesla, Robinhood, Coinbase, SpaceX, Polygon, Ethereum, VeChain, etc. Doesn't mean that like he's invested in everything, but the list is a little too long, and that's right now. This is not the primary focus of what we're going to get into. We're going to talk about something that Shooks brought up, right? If you'd like to watch like the video, head on to Underdog Research's channel. I believe it's the latest video that's out. Today is the 28th. Today is the 10th of April. So go check the video that came out, I believe, on the Saturday, which was on the 6th, which is on the 6th of April. Just go check that out and you can watch that video again. I'm just out here just to come and give you like a little breakdown, little summary of the things that I found that I thought were like the most interesting from those conversations, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so Shooks brought this up. He spoke about MetaPath. If you don't know what MetaPath is, so MetaPath, right? So MetaPath is one of these companies one of these platforms that SWFT Coin is involved in, right? Very, very dangerous people, these people. And I don't mean dangerous like John Wick 4 or The Equalizer 3 or whatever action movies you're into, but I mean just in the sense of connecting the dots and connecting everything and creating monopoly. They're doing it literally in front of us. So what MetaPath is what their target is to be the infrastructure of the metaverse. We already know the metaverse is a big thing right now, today. As of today, 2024, April the 10th, 2024, the metaverse is a big thing. And how you know that the metaverse is a big thing is that Facebook even changed their name from Facebook to Meta. No billionaire is making decisions like that without projecting into the future. They've seen something. They know something that the everyday person doesn't, right? And what SWFT is doing and what they're trying to do is, again, what MetaPath is doing. So they're trying to be the infrastructure of the metaverse. And what that means is like they've reached into the NFT market, right? And the NFT market is not just, you know, your music or art NFTs, as was the case like in 2021, 22. It's not just that, it's digital lands, right? And why would anyone want digital land? What's the purpose of that? Well, if you think about it, how many right now, where are you listening to this podcast? On your phone. Where do you watch your YouTube videos? On your phone. When's the last time you didn't check your phone? We are an internet generation, social media. Our entire existence, our identities are so tied in to the internet as a result of social media. And the thing is, everything evolves because of just who we are as a human race. We are constantly evolving. We are constantly changing. A few years back, it might have been, what was it? I was a little too young for it. Before it was Facebook, I remember there was a platform called High Five that I was on, exposing how old I am. I don't know how many of you were on that, but it's relatively not cool to be on that right now. I don't even think it exists. Before there was TikTok, it was Vine. You know, there was a time, I don't know if you remember, but there was a time when Instagram didn't exist. You know, the idea of sharing our personal lives on the internet, that was myth. That was something from a futuristic movie. That was a sci-fi film, right? But this is where we are now. It's absolutely normal. And the fact that, like, you know me from a platform that you subscribe to, and just a reminder, make sure you like and subscribe. You know me, like my entire identity, well, not my entire identity, but a certain part of my identity is tied into this podcast, and that's social media, right? That's YouTube, that's TikTok, that's X, that's Instagram, that's Facebook. Now let's talk metaverse. And the metaverse isn't just going to be a space in which you can just roam around and just look at cool art. It's a space in which there are people who are spending thousands of dollars buying virtual land. Not with monopoly money, not with play money, with real money, with everyday fiat currency, everyday crypto, right? And SWFT is involved in this. This company, they're involved in this through MetaPath. Again, their target is to be the infrastructure of the metaverse. And being the infrastructure of the metaverse means having a means in which there can be swaps and transactions, right? For financial assets in the metaverse. And ultimately what they're doing is they're creating this economy, which they're creating their own economy. They might not have, I don't know, again, I'm just projecting, these are not real numbers. They might not have 95% of the metaverse, but they don't have to. You know, they might not own all of it, but they don't have to, is what I'm getting at, right? They're so ahead of the game, right? They're so ahead of the game that them being a big time player in that is going to be very influential as to how a lot of things are done in the future. And it's that, and it's I think it's that when you start thinking about investing, you obviously have your immediate needs right now. When you're looking at these coins, you're looking at, okay, well, what can I put $100 into and get a band? You know what I mean? And a band, not a musical band, but I mean like $1,000 or something. You know, how can I 10x my money? How can I win Lambo? That's the conversation, right? But then if you really think about it and you think about, okay, well, what am I doing? I'm investing. And investing in itself implies looking into the future. Are you ensuring your future right now? How are you ensuring your future right now? And I think it's that. I think it's the thing of like looking at these companies that have a long-term vision, you know, that have a long-term, who have identified that there's going to be a need for this. I think those are the companies that win, the companies that are trying to solve problems that don't exist yet. You know, the companies that come up with solutions for problems that are going to exist 5 years from now, but then they're doing it right now. So at 5 years from now, when you think about it, you'll be like, oh, I can't even believe that there used to be gas fees for swapping. Ethereum is still trying to figure that out. But these people, SWFT, MetaPath, they've figured out a way to get virtually zero gas fees on swaps, which I think is insane in its own right. But yeah, that is part 4. My bad. That is part 3 of the conversation of the things that we spoke about on Saturday with Underdog Research on the Underdog Research channel. You can go and check that out with myself, Underdog Research, Black Roo, Swift. Swift. It's so deep in my mind. Shook Focus. And yeah, I just thought I'd bring you guys like a little summary. I'm gonna get into a part 4 where I just kind of like wrap it all up. I'll wrap it all up just so that we bring it a nice close, you know. And as per usual, I am going to read something from the Everyday Hero Manifesto, as I always do. So thank you so much for your time, and thank you for being here. Don't go away. If you haven't like right now. If you haven't subscribe right now. If you're enjoying the content that I'm giving you, please leave me a comment in the comment section. It's highly encouraging and it lets me know that you're actually enjoying the content that I'm giving you. And also, if you're not, or if you feel like I'm overlooking something, please also let me know in the comment section. I'm trying to grow with you the same way I'm trying to grow this channel. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, don't go anywhere unless you are going to go make a bag. But yeah, but don't go anywhere and come back for part 4. We'll see you in a bit.
Just back to back, hit 'em back to back. When I'm landing on your beach, better know that it's wave. Yeah, oh yeah. Better learn how to surf it. Back to back, hit 'em back to back. Dropping links, dropping tracks, yeah, you know that it's wave. Yeah, oh hey. Better learn how to surf.